This is a new yet highly sophisticated group, so says the FBI, talking about DarkSide, which is the group believed to be behind this attack. Now, the security firm Cybereason says DarkSide uses a ransomware as a service model, meaning it develops and markets hacking tools, sells them to other criminals. DarkSide claims it isn't political, it just wants to make money without causing problems for society. In fact, DarkSide, of course, is keen to stress a supposed moral code, claiming attacks on industries such as education and medicine are off limits, and touts donations like this to a children's charity worth around $10,000. Children's International insisted they had no intention of keeping the money. The CEO of Cybereason, which has been assessing DarkSide's operations, is with me. Lior Div is in Tel Aviv. He joins me via Skype. Lior, well, you know, they may dress themselves up in an ethical garb, but they are criminals nonetheless, as is witnessed by this fairly dramatic result of having to close down the Colonial Pipeline.
Yeah, absolutely. We're tracking this group from 2020, from August. We believe that they are a very sophisticated group. And we just released in April kind of a long blog about them, and they're doing. We believe that they are sophisticated, they're after money. We believe that the source is probably in area of Russia. We're not sure right now, but according to everything that we managed to collect till now, this is kind of the link that we managed to see. Basically, they are hacking everything that has a keyboard that have English with it. And if there is not English, they decided to stop hacking. And this is a very interesting piece of information that we managed to collect after analyzing their tools.
So let's take this Colonial hack. Now, Colonial have closed the pipeline themselves because they say they don't know, out of an abundance of caution. But I'm guessing the mere fact that something as strategically important as this pipeline can be hacked, I think many people, myself certainly one of them, find that somewhat breathtaking.
Yeah, absolutely. So the interesting piece is after we analyzed their tools and not the specific hack, we realized that they are using a lot of tools that they're leaving off the land, meaning that the tools that usually they're regular pieces of software that you can use, collect, and execute on almost any, basically, enterprise that exists out there. We believe that they're not so sophisticated. They are sophisticated, but we started to track them around August last year. And since that point, we managed to develop capabilities in order to stop them. We see a list of attempts from this group after our customer base, and we managed to prevent and stop them from getting in every time. So while they are sophisticated, but not using the most sophisticated tool, I believe that there is many things that we can do in order to stop this type of hack from happening in the future.
So since this cyber hacking began, we've always said, well, we just have to be 2 steps ahead of them, and that's impossible because they will be 1 step ahead of us. Is this not a classic example? I mean, is the US government able to do anything, do you believe?
Yeah, we believe that the government, with the private sector, with different universities that exist out there, can collaborate together, share information as fast as possible, and share techniques. This is part of the reason that after we discovered that there is a new group that hacking out there, we decided to collect as much knowledge as possible and to release it to everybody and to share it with everybody that we can. Not just with the government, even with the competitive companies that competing with us in the market. But we do not believe that we need to compete when we're fighting against those hackers that exist out there. We believe that this is not just criminal, this is almost a terrorism that's coming after us. And we believe we have to protect home.
Lior, good to talk to you tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. We'll talk more on DarkSide, and when you have more to tell us, we'll certainly want to hear it.